Today I'm trying out my brand new 5-in-1 cooker from BUYDEEM. And y'all, I'm so excited. Hi, I'm Melissa Diane, and we are fixing up the absolute best chicken and shrimp gumbo. Y'all, you're just gonna love this recipe. Okay, so we are all ready and we're gonna get up here, and y'all, first thing I'm gonna do, look at all these great ingredients that we have. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna actually start out by using this saute function. So, here we go. I'm going to put some butter in the bottom. We're going to put some butter in here. So I've got the menu button. And we're going to hit it again. Now we're on saute. We're blinking. And we're going to click temp. Do we want it low or high? And I want to saute on high, actually. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to start. We're doing good. We've been sauteing for about a minute. And I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to put in my onions. Let's put our onions in. Got a lot of onions. Now this would be a good time if you like fresh garlic. It'd be a good time to go ahead and put in your fresh garlic. I'm going to put a little seasonings in a minute, and I'll give you some ideas of some really good seasonings for this recipe. But we have the sausage that I'm going to be using in this little gumbo. The sausage already has some cheese and jalapeno already in it when it was made, so I don't want to get mine too spicy. But this would be a perfect time to go ahead and put in some fresh garlic. Been sauteing these onions now for right about 4 minutes. I really do like the coating on this pan. It's very nice. Onions and celery are doing great. When this really gets sauteing, y'all, it does an incredible job. It does a very nice job. Now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to add in the rest of our ingredients. I'm going to go ahead now and put in some chicken. Let's get that stirred up. Add in our sausage. Now I think I'll go ahead and get something in here that has some liquid. So I think I'll come over here and do some of our tomatoes. I'm using fire roasted tomatoes today. And a lot of times I might want to use like a Rotel or something like that. But since my sausage is already pretty spicy, I just don't want to make it too spicy. So let me go ahead and finish putting the rest of those in. These just give some really, really good flavor. I'm going to wait and hold off on putting my broth in just a few minutes. Okay, I'm going to now add in, I think I will go ahead and add a little broth. And then we're going to switch this over to slow cook. And we'll finish doing some mixing over there. Okay, I'm just going to put in a little bit for now. Let that calm down a bit. We'll put more broth in a second. But now I'm going to reach down here. I'm going to go back to menu. Gone back over to menu. I'm clicking my little button. It's on slow cook now, and I'm going to put it on, you can either do low or high. I think I'm going to go ahead and do high. So let me get it to high. And then I'm just going to do this for about 2 hours. So I'm going to take this and I'm turning my knob down so where I now have 2 hours on high. We're going to go ahead and start it. Even though I'm not quite finished mixing, I want to go ahead and get that started. A lot of times with this recipe, when I've done it in my other slow cooker, is I will do it on low for like 6 hours. So you could do this on low for like 6 hours, but I'm wanting to have this sooner. So I'm going to go ahead and just kick it up a little bit. And then I am putting in some okra. I think when it comes to okra, you either love it or hate it. I know there's two different sides, and I'm an okra lover. I love fried okra, and when I put it in like a gumbo like this, I just think it tastes so good. And the okra comes from our garden. I got this right now. It's getting close to the holidays. It's in November, but this is the okra that y'all was in our garden a year ago, I think. And I had vacuum sealed and froze it. So I think, there we go, that's enough. And it does make a very pretty dish, as you can see. It's very pretty. Okay, I'm gonna put a little more shrimp in. I'm gonna finish out the shrimp and put a little more broth in over here. This is one of those recipes, you can't mess it up, y'all. You just really can as far as your measurements. I had all these ingredients in the freezer, and I was gonna make a video showing y'all this new 5-in-1 slow cooker, and I just couldn't wait to get this out. Okay, so now I think the last thing for me to do is just put in a few more seasonings. I'm gonna put just a little bit of salt in. I like to use this Himalayan salt. Y'all, this stuff is just, this Himalayan salt is so good. It just has a neat little, it's salt, but it has an extra little flavor to it. I'm gonna put just a little bit of pepper in here, and then a little bit of garlic. And I think I'm gonna go run over to the island and grab me some, couple of things I like to put in gumbo, just really quick. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna put just a little bit of some seafood seasoning in here. This is kind of like Old Bay. If you use a seasoning called Old Bay, it's a little bit like Old Bay. And then just a little bit of Tony's gumbo filet, just a little bit of that. I'm gonna just put across the top. There we go. Okay, so let me mix this up one more time, and then we're gonna leave it here, and then we're gonna see how this slow cooker does. I think it's gonna do great. I can't wait to see it in about 2 hours. So anyway, I'll see you back here in about 2 hours. Oops, I wanna put our lid on. There we go. Y'all know, isn't this pretty? So looky here, y'all, look at this. So looky here, we are cooking. I just had to show you how nice and pretty this looks on the counter. One more thing I think I was going to show you really quick is I took this and I moved it back and forth on the counter, and y'all, this does not get hot. This is nice. This base right here, the base of this, you can move this if you have to back and forth just a little bit. Now for the handles do get a little warm, so that's why there are these little handles right here, which those are really cool. Some little handles to put on there so you don't have to go get all your big oven mitts out. It's been 2 hours, y'all, and it switched over to warm. So we are now on warm. If you look down here, okay, it's been on warm for about 6 minutes. And y'all, let's take a peek. You ready? Oh my gosh, y'all, it looks wonderful. Now we got to give it a taste. Y'all, this is so good. This is so good. It cooked absolutely perfect. It's nice, it's moist, it's very flavorful. This 5-in-1 slow cooker did a very good job, and I am very excited about the cleanup. I think it's gonna be super easy. It's just one pot and then wipe down the bottom part. So yeah, I think this is definitely a keeper. Now I have an unboxing video where I go into some more details about this 5-in-1 cooker by BUYDEEM. So check that out. It's gonna pop up there for you, and I'll see you over there in a few minutes. Bye-bye.